Hi, welcome to Lockdown Book Review number 2, and today we're looking at the selected prose and poetry of John Donne. And you're thinking, what? Yes, but you'll love it. Pick it up. Go get a coffee. Born in 1572, John Donne was a metaphysical poet, which means he was one of those poets of the time who connected physical things with the spiritual or with the soul. And at that time that he lived, the plague was on. About 3 waves of plague swept through London, and he was the Dean of St. Paul's. So you can imagine how that affected his ministry and his writings. He also secretly married. What a guy. But he was thrown in prison for this, and soon released though, and eventually had 12 children. So what a life he did have. Now, just reading The Sun Rising, I studied this in school, back under Mr. Battle at Tamworth High School. Busy old fool, unruly sun, why dost thou thus through windows and through curtains call on us? Must to thy motions lovers' seasons run? Saucy pedantic wretch, go chide. Late schoolboys and sour apprentices, go tell court huntsmen that the king will ride. Call country ants to harvest offices, love all alike no season knows nor chime, nor hours, days, months, which are the rags of time. And it goes on. Now, I love his early stuff, but he did have a pretty rocky, if you like, debaucherous early life. And then he comes into his religious section. Now, I wasn't taught this at school. No, I didn't know that there was a whole tome of his, if you like, on religious poetry. And his most famous is probably this sonnet. And I'll read a little bit. Death be not proud, though some have called thee mighty and dreadful, for thou art not so. For those whom thou think'st thou dost overthrow, die not, poor death, nor yet canst thou kill me. And it finishes with these great lines. One short sleep past, we wake eternally, and death shall be no more, death thou shalt die. Don't you love that? And he wrote lots of prose and devotions and sermons. Just one I found here which I thought was interesting considering the situation the world rests in. And I'll just read. It's about sickness. As sickness is the greatest misery, so the greatest misery of sickness is solitude. When the infectious of the disease deters them who should assist from coming, even the physician dares scarce come. Solitude is a torment which is not threatened in hell itself. And just reading down below, nothing can be utterly empty, but so near a degree towards vacuity as solitude to be but one they love not. And he goes on and gives encouragement to those who are alone and suffering because of sickness or suspected infection. So I hope you enjoy this book. It's just one of my favourites, really is. I pick it up sometimes for encouragement. And I'll finish with a part of his devotion. You may know this line. No man is an island entire of itself. Every man a piece of the continent, a part of the main. And so, don't you love that? If you've got a favourite John Donne poem or writing, put it in the comments and you have a great day. Bye.